Testing, testing. We've got liftoff. We've got liftoff, mate, hopefully. Well, that was quicker than I thought, actually. A geezer! A geezer! A geezer's in live chat. Good evening, mate. Been having a shocker today. Luckily, yeah, it's my issue started this afternoon with this. I've been at it for ages trying to sort it out. And it's done an update, and the update has gone on and on and on and on. And it said I had 2 minutes left. Chelsea in with a chance here, edge of the box. Almost an own goal. Oh my word, how was that not an own goal from Bagan? Luck more than judgment. Yeah, it's done an update and absolutely destroyed all my settings. And there's a now Gato Mike that's done an update on its own, and you just got to wait and wait and wait till it's done, and then hopefully you'll start seeing the bars going up. See bars going up. Chance there for Chelsea. Corner again down that right hand side. Well, Chelsea's left. And it said he had 2 minutes to go. Delay is... Why is the delay 1 second now? I wish it wouldn't do this. It's an absolute pain. Good to see you in live chat though, Geezer. This is one of them that will be getting... as soon as it's finished, it'll be going in the delete. Another chance there for Cardiff. For Chelsea, headed clear by Cardiff. You get a feeling a second's on the way for Chelsea as opposed to Cardiff getting an equaliser. Yeah, as soon as this one's done, mate, it'll be going into the scrap bin. Delete, delete, delete. And it's still got issues with it now. It's still getting intermittent dropout. How's your day been anyway, mate? I hope you've had a better one than I have. It's been a shocker all round. A geezer says, just call it a stream for the hearing impaired. Yeah. I can dub over it. The trouble is I wouldn't remember what I was saying. Corner comes in from that left-hand side, headed clear by Cardiff. We've got a few full-time scorers coming in. What I'll do, in fact, I won't scrap it. I'm just going to cut the first segment out when there's no volume. The thing is, a geezer, I don't know if you could hear it or not, there's no microphone working, but there is the audio from Flashco will keep coming through. I don't know if you were picking that up. Go to global settings. One of the settings is no audio. The other window doesn't even have the audio button there. And for some reason now it started blasting the crowd cheer as a goal goes in. And then you get a piercing whistle if somebody gets sent off. I'm just having a shocker with it. And I've got a feeling there's more issues as well still to come. Because there's an issue with desktop audio as well. Chance for Cardiff, there's the equaliser. I apologise to all you Cardiff fans. I was just saying it looks like Chelsea are going to get a second as opposed to Cardiff getting an equaliser. What happens almost straight away? A cross comes in. What a great header. No chance there for... You can hear that, can't you? That's supposed to be turned off. It was a cross came in from the right hand side for Cardiff. Oh, he's onside as well. Easily onside. Not even in no danger at all. Goal scorer was number 14. Turnbull. Great header. Liam Moyle. He'll be jumping up and down in his front room now in just his underpants. Just call it a stream for the hearing impaired. You're on fire, mate. You've got too much time on your hands, haven't you? Geezer says, if I hadn't heard the crowd noise, I was about to start troubleshooting at my end. Yeah. There'll be Right, I need to sort this out. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know how I'm going to do it. Oh, unless... Oh, no, that wouldn't work. That wouldn't work. They're on fire now, Cardiff, raiding down the right-hand side. Geezer, did you see the mighty Reds last night against Bournemouth? The 4-4 thriller. Shocking. Another cross from the right-hand side from Cardiff. Yes, headed out of play. Now it's Cardiff on the front foot. Chelsea hanging on. Do you know, I need to turn that screen off. For some reason, that... How on earth is that happening? I hope there's no goals, because I've just turned it off for a second while I go to some other settings. Right, there is a... Turn sound off. Done. Geezer says, the bottle job, yes, and my Dolphins followed suit last night. Didn't see that, mate. I didn't see it. This notification in the bottom left-hand corner. Yes, with sound effects. Yes, without sound effects. Right, so that should be done. There should be no... Oh, unless it's on. I'm just wondering if there's been a change in any of the audio on AI score. Have they changed any settings? I don't think so. So how on earth that's happening? Can't even tell if it's coming through the TV or a speaker. It only seems to be happening though in that Chelsea game for some reason. Right, ignore that. Get back to the... I don't know if you... I don't think my microphone was working. But I was saying earlier on, a lot of fog in Cardiff at the minute at the airport, and flights are getting delayed. So there was a flight that went from Scotland to Cardiff, and it got within half an hour of Cardiff and had to do a 180 and head back due to fog. And there's been a lot of flights that have been being cancelled because of fog, and they've either gone to Katowice or Ostrava, is it, heading towards, I think, towards Slovakia. But people have been through duty free. My microphone's going to drop out any second. No, we're all right. We're all right again. Yeah, so a load of flights cancelled. So people were getting on coaches, buses, being taken to the other airport, but where they'd been through duty free, all walking around clinking away, when they got to the other airports, they weren't letting them through security because they've got liquids and what have you. Or you could pay £25 to take your duty free through. So people were not best pleased with that. I don't blame them either. You know, it's a bit of a shocker, but something to be aware of if you're going through duty free. Just make sure that there's before you go loading up, make sure there's not a chance your flight's going to get cancelled, or else you're either dumping it or paying extra. Cardiff in the penalty area, pulled back across, pulled to the edge of the box, shot comes in. Keeper made a bit of a... I think he was expecting it coming in with more pace there and kind of fumbled it. No one on hand to poke it home. Got away with one there, did Chelsea. I've got the correct juice as well tonight. No vodka in this. Chance for Chelsea, it's in. I think that might have took a deflection, because at first sight I thought that was going I thought it was going to go wide of the keeper's right hand post. I think it's just that one game that keeps doing that. Neto it was. Just looking at a replay of this. So Caicedo plays it into the penalty area. Oh yeah, got a deflection that, because it was going wide. Oh, it put some curl on the ball. It was going wide of the keeper's post, but as it came off the heel of number 3, who's that? Hagen. And then it kind of put some spin on it, took it around the keeper's right hand, and just inside the post. A geezer says, my missus and I loved your shot with Buttercup. Yeah. Oh, I've got some more, mate. Honestly. Of all the children we've had over the years, a Jack Russell puppy, there's stuff all over the front room. The 7-year-old Jack Russell we've got, Henry, he's just being grumpy with her. Oof, chance there for Cardiff. Hit into the floor, just bounces over the crossbar. I've got some more. But yeah, she's literally the size of a TV remote. She's got all her own. She's got her own bed. She's got a cage, but where she can run around it. Oh, mate, costing an absolute fortune. She's worth it though. She's a little cutie. But I do have some. I do have some more of her. In fact, I had one. I don't know if you can see it on here. Where's the? Let's see if I can show you this one. There's only us in here, mate. We can indulge. Oh, I got
injections. She's come back full of energy. Just because the TV. Tomorrow night or special over. Stick. This little one.
Oh. I wish I had half of her energy, mate. I know that. She plays for hours on end, and then it's like somebody takes her batteries out. And then she's good to go again. But she's settled in pretty well. 4 minutes plus a little bit of stoppage time here. What can Cardiff do? They've been a little bit unlucky tonight, Cardiff. The first goal they gave away, and that second goal, the deflection, it's almost like when you're a top team, the gods go in your favour. Played into the box, cleared by Chelsea. Now Casado can bring it through the middle, plays the ball to the right-hand side. Garnacho, edge of the penalty area. Best thing he ever did, wasn't it, leaving United? Joe Pedro gets a shot in, appeal for handball. Referee's not interested. I don't know if VAR's there tonight or not. Geezer said, Frankie's going to spoil her, and you won't be far behind. She's adorable. Frankie James says, hi, Geezer. Frankie says, I hope you and the fam are happy. We've had a bit of a nightmare with this stream, Frankie. I've been talking for the first 15 minutes plus, trying to get my microphone working. Update after update. And now, Wavelink's done an update. That's a point. Oh, no, that's okay. Yeah, bit of a shocker. But there you go. What are you going to do? They said never work with kids and animals. We do both. Frankie says I popped in at the right time. Cheers, a geezer. Speaking of shorts, did the yacht club survive Frankie and Claire? Oh, mate. I had a few champers that night. Oh, you did. I'm going to win an air fryer or a holiday. We got neither. Frankie says, you're sorted now, Jimmy. Not really, Frankie. I've got my microphone working. I had to wait while it did an update. So I don't know why I just carried on talking. The geezer came up with the plan of just say it's for the hearing impaired. And you'll hear, when goals go in, you'll hear the crowd cheering from Flashcore, even though I've got the volume button turned off, and in settings, no volume. So I don't know where that's coming from, but it's coming from somewhere. Cardiff playing it about at the back there now. Put it out of play, and it'll be a throw into Chelsea. So to answer your question, Frankie, not sorted, not quite. I've got to find out. There's a setting or something that I've got to change. Looks like it's all over this now. Chelsea with 2 goals that were somewhat lucky. The first goal was a good finish from Garnacho after Lawler playing it out from the back, just wayward pass. I don't even know what he was doing. And Garnacho finished well. But the second goal, from Neto, I mean, they'd give it to him, but I don't even think it was going goalwards when it came off the heel of the defender trying to block it, and it put that curl on it past the keeper. Nothing the keeper could do. Cardiff's goal was a good one from the right hand side, crossed into the penalty area, and Turnbull with a great header. Nothing Jorgensen could do about that. 7 seconds plus added on time, and I don't think there's going to be that much, probably about 4 minutes, maybe 5 minutes, being as it's a quarter final. But Cardiff are not really getting into Chelsea's half. They've got a chance here though, down the right hand side once again. That's where the first goal came from. 6 minutes of added on time. After this game, we'll go through all the final scores. Frankie said, I got a sore head and a bingo light. What's going on? Gremlin, says Frankie. Yeah, updates, wasn't it? As soon as I turned my PC on this morning, didn't even give me the option, do you want to do the update? It just did the update. Changed all the settings. Cardiff in down the left hand side here. Crossed in. Chance, edge of the box. Played across to 45. Is that a penalty? Referee says no, he played the ball. Referee's just letting this go. Now he's giving a free kick to Chelsea. The Cardiff faithful are not happy with that. Oh yeah, there's nothing wrong with that tackle. He got the ball. Man and ball. Frankie says, both dogs have settled down now. Henry's not impressed with Buttercup. Our house has been turned upside down, was explaining to a geezer. It wasn't this messy when we had kids. Geezer says, off and away for a sibling with a new baby. He's just a 7-year-old grumpy Jack Russell. You know, the way my day's gone, a geezer, it's part of the course, this update. I had to go on a Joe Pedro in here. Oh, he's put it over the crossbar from about 4 yards out, just to keep it to beat. It was bouncing, but he would have expected to put that in. Maybe there is another chance for Cardiff to get back level. You're running out of time though, just 4 minutes. Yeah, I went on well, it was in my van. Went on a van journey, and the main A road got closed off, and they diverted where we live. It's all country lanes, narrow country lanes. It's difficult getting a car down it, let alone a van. But they diverted buses, articulated lorries. It was absolute gridlock. And there was a guy down a lot of the country roads. You get a lot of potholes, and he was on not even a motorbike, like a scooter. Garnacho's in here, 1-on-1 with the keeper. That's wrapped it up for Chelsea. 3-1 it is. Garnacho seals it. Yeah, there was all these huge wagons trying to get... Can you hear that? That's not supposed to happen. The volume's turned off, so there's some issue with the settings. I will get it sorted. It's only on this game for some reason. Why is it on this game? Right, let's get rid of that. Don't know why that's happening. Spooky, says Frankie James. He says, I'm hoping Henry will stop ignoring it. I'm convinced Henry's a little man in a fursuit with human eyes. It is spooky, Frankie. It's annoying, I know that. Yeah, so to finish that story off quickly, so all these wagons, buses, one of the buses just pulled over with all the passengers on and he gave up. Geezer says it could be Henry's fault. Keep an eye out. Yeah, could be. It could be. I blame him. And so there was a guy on like a little moped scooter and he had all green high visi. Quite right. The thing is, I think he was so close to the vehicle in front and his scooter only had little wheels on it. And he must have hit a pothole. Because all I saw was a pair of legs, green legs, fly up in the air, come back down onto his bike, and carried on going. He didn't. Fair play to him. He didn't crash. It was almost like a comedy sketch. I'm assuming the bus will be still stuck there. Absolute gridlocked. Frankie bought herself a new pair of Crocs. Fur-lined Crocs for Christmas she bought. First morning of Buttercup being there, what did she do? Christendom. Straight through a dog turd with them. Oh dear, Frankie. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Frankie says, oh, stood on shit. And he said, could have been worse, Jimmy. It could have been snowing. Yeah, it could have, mate. Do you know, we're quite lucky being in the south. We don't get too much snow. Because I'm from the north, well, northwest. So we used to get much more snow up there. Although in recent times, we don't seem to get as much snow as we used to do when I was a youngster. But I've lived down the south now down the southwest for 2002, so I've lived down here 23 years, 23 and a half years. We've only had heavy snow, I think 3 times. Twice of them a geezer, get this. So we've had heavy snow about 3 times. Twice we moved, it was on the day we were moving house. I mean, we were only moving up the road, so it wasn't too big an issue, but you wouldn't credit it. Right, that's all over. Through to the semi-finals, Chelsea go. Cardiff put up a good performance, but yeah, not good enough on the night. The changes made at half-time did make the difference for Chelsea, that is for sure. Right, let's get going with the full-time scores. Agiza says, could have been worse, Jimmy, it could have been snowing. I've just done that one. Agiza said, christen the Crocs, Frankie, yeah. He says, we keep outgrowing houses. Certainly do. It's pretty quiet at the minute, but one of our lads, is he in Thailand or Vietnam? I can't remember where he is. But he said he's coming home. He should be going to Australia. But now we've got the puppy. He's bored. So he said, I'm coming home in the middle of January. And his girlfriend, she's carrying on. She's going to Australia. Thailand. Right, yeah. Frank says they were well and truly baptised. Yeah, so he's coming back in middle of January, he said. Charles, the eldest, he's back from Japan now, so he's back in London. He's coming down for Christmas with his girlfriend Anya, so we're having a Polish Christmas. She's going to cook for us on Christmas Eve. We've still got to get some straw from somewhere, apparently, to put under the tablecloth. And the youngest of our lads, he's nearly 22. He's flying out to Asia on the 5th of January. We don't need a front door. We need a turnstile. One of them revolving doors would be better. No cooking for you, says Frankie. No. The weather's nice. Christmas Day, I think we should have a barbecue. Let's have a barbecue, do something different. Let's get that volume off. Can't beat a barbecue on Christmas Day. Right, we'll try and go through the... Right, all the games. We'll go through all the final scores now. Yeah, there was quite a few games that were called off through inclement weather, shall we say. We've had some heavy rain, that is for sure, so a lot of the pitches have stood up well. But and I've still got to do the video with Geezer. This were cracker, the comings and goings. Lasicki has gone to Chicha. It looks like Sukiniki's on his way on loan somewhere, so I'm not sure where he's actually going to go. I'll have to read the thing is I've got to translate it from Polish, and it's not always the easiest. Frankie James says they're cooking on Christmas Day, not arriving until late Christmas Eve. All right. Well, I thought we were supposed to have it Christmas Eve if it was a traditional Polish Christmas, but there you go. I'll let her off. Right. Let's start with National League. Barbecue on Christmas Eve, says Frankie. Sounds good to me. Get my apron on. Right, National League. It finished Truro 2, Wealdstone 0. English National League North. Alfreton 1, Southport 1. Bedford 1, Macclesfield 2. Scarborough 0, Radcliffe 3. South Shields 2, Peterborough Sports 1. National League South. Dagenham and Redbridge 0, Slough 0. Dorking 3, Weston-super-Mare 2. English National League Cup. FC Halifax 0, Newcastle Under-21s 0. And it finished FC Halifax 1-0 after penalties. Blimey, a lot of missed penalties in that game. Tamworth 3, Manchester United Under-21s 0. NPL Premier Division, FC United and Stockton, and Gainsborough and Leek, both of those matches postponed. English Southern League Premier Central, Alvechurch 1, Bishop Stortford 1. Kettering and Sudbury, match postponed. Southern League Premier South, Hanwell Town 1, Hungerford 3. Tiverton and Gloucester, match postponed. Isterman League Premier Division, Chatham 3, Potters Bar 0. Chichester 2, Cheshunt 2, Folkestone 3, Cray Valley 0, Wingate and Finchley 0, Burgess Hill 0. EFL Cup, as we've just seen, Cardiff 1, Chelsea 3. Netherlands Cup matches, Heracles 4, Heerenveen 1, AFC 1, Nijmegen 3, Den Bosch 2, Katwijk 1, Hoek 1, Telstar 4, PSV 3, GVVV 0. Scottish Challenge Cup playoffs, Cove Rangers 1, Partick Thistle 2, Dumbarton 0, Inverness 9, Elgin 2, East 5-3, Hearts B 0, St Johnstone 1, Queen of the South 4, Dunfermline 3, Queen's Park 2, Clyde 1, Montrose and Spartans, there's no score come through there. Should have been a 7:45 kickoff according to this, so if you've got it on a bet, check with your bookmaker. Spanish Copa del Rey, Eibar 1, Elche, Eibar 0, Elche 1, La Coruña 1, Mallorca 0, Eldense 1, Real Sociedad 2, Gijon 0, Valencia 2. And that game's still being played, 75 minutes. That's Guadalajara 0, Barcelona 0. Welsh Premier League, Cardiff Metropolitan 2, Britain Ferry 2. Swiss Super League, St Gallen 3, Sion 1. Winterthur 1, Thun 4. And Welsh Southern League, Afan-Lido 0, Yinshire Albions 2. Welsh Northern League, Llandudno 2, Mold Alexandra 1. That's all your scores from what has been an absolute nightmare of a stream. Thanks for the updates. Not very helpful at all. But there you go. You can only deal with what you've got. I've got a few issues I've got to sort out before weekend, that's for sure. All I can say is, Agiza, thanks for joining me. I will have to crop this at the start. No microphone. And it's still saying there's a delay. So hopefully everything's coming through all right. Not the best stream, but there you go. Hopefully, if your team played tonight, I hope you got the result that you wanted. Commiserations to Cardiff. Congratulations to Chelsea. And Frankie says it is. Guadalajara 0, Barcelona 1. That game is still being played though. I think it's about 75, 80 minutes on the clock there. That's in the Copa del Rey. All that's left to me to say is, Agiza, thanks for joining me. I'll put that in live chat. Agiza says, good night all. Thanks for dropping in, mate. It's a good job you're on the ball. Great to see you, says Agiza. Take care. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button. It's not always like this. It's sometimes worse. Yeah, hit that subscribe button. Ping that notifications bell. If you can give us a thumbs up, that'd be superb. I'll be back on, I think it's going to be Saturday now for Football Special. So join us for that one. Also, I will have a video coming out at some point. When it'll be, I'm not sure. Just the goings on at Wisła Kraków. We've got a new signing on the way. I think it's the big centre forward from Polonia Varsova. We've been after him for a year and a half. So that might be happening, hopefully, in the off-season. Doesn't sound good, though, for Ardik Nikaj, does it? Doesn't sound good. Maybe that's why he didn't celebrate when he scored the goal against, can't even remember now. My head's battered. So on that note, I'll say have a great evening. Take care of Geezer. Thanks for popping in. Frankie James, I'll see you shortly. I am Jimmy James. I'm off.